Hello and welcome down onto the tech desk, and in today's video we're going to be looking at this. So this is a protective case for your Pro controller. So imagine the scene, you want to go to your mate's house or you want to go out and about, you're traveling with your Switch or without your Switch, it depends, but you're definitely going to be taking your Pro controller. And I'd seriously suggest looking at getting one of these. All well and good, slinging this in the bag, yeah, fine, but you might accidentally pull the thumbsticks, you'd be pressing the buttons, you might accidentally turn it on, and then when you get there, the battery's flat because it's switched itself on in transit. That's not good. So when you're throwing it in, you want to give it some sort of protection to stop all of that happening, and that's where this bad boy comes in. So this is the packaging here, the Armour case for the Switch Pro controller from TomToc. Okay, and this is in they call Relics Gold, but look, it's basically Zelda, isn't it? Tears of the Kingdom kind of style. Okay, so in a really brief video, we're just going to go, I'm not going to deal too much with the unboxing, but just going to be talking about you and how I think if you were traveling, this is essential. If you're ever going to put in one of these in a bag and take it anywhere, you need one of these. And there's no two ways about it. You've got to get one of these. These aren't particularly expensive. If you go and look on the official website, I think they're around $25. But at the moment, when I looked earlier today, you can get it just over $20, I think. So really not expensive and well worth it. Just a couple of things before we look at it, because it's a bit of a that's the packaging that it kind of came in. A little bit about it on the back, right? But if we look down here, so we have heavy duty protection, lightweight, which I'll talk both of you about, and here as well, something quite interesting as well, drop tested, approved, military standard, so MIL STD, which I assume is military standard, 810G-516.7. Now, if you go away and Google that, you'll see that there is a military standard for this. So I kind of, like in layman's terms, it's been dropped and pinged about a little bit. On the military standard grade for it. I'm going to do a little bit of testing for you, but nothing military standard, but we'll throw it about a little bit later in the video. Okay, so that's the packaging really, whatever, nothing really that exciting about it. Okay, so let's go over it. As we said, we've done a little bit of a look at it, and you'll see that all of these are raised up to protect it. And the fact that it's raised up means that they can make this nice and thin. I mean, look at it, it's hardly anything extra to your Pro controller. It makes it super thin. By the way, if you want to have a look in here, before we go any further, this hole here is because I have the Extreme Rate back paddles. If you have the Extreme Rate back paddles on, it won't fit into this, so you need to take them off. So what I do, this is my kind of like my work controller. I've got another Pro controller that I take about with me. This is I've just had to take this off. Unfortunately, I couldn't get hold of my other controller to make the video, hence why I just had to take the back paddles off. So if you've got the paddles, it won't fit in there. That's why I've got a big hole in the back of my Pro controller. So first up, I want to talk to you, as we talked about the thinness, I want to talk to you about the weight as well. This thing is light, so when you get it out, it is properly light. So not very accurate scales, but they'll do. 113 grams. Controller itself, 245, so less than half a Pro controller. Let's take a couple of Joy-Con and stick them on. So 101, so this is just a bit heavier than a couple of Joy-Con. So you can see how brilliant this is to add it, because when you put it on with your controller, it's going to add hardly any weight. The pattern you see on here is only on the front. As you go on the back, it's just kind of like almost like the material you get for your standard Pro controller. It's kind of translucent black. A big gold bit here. This is brilliant. This is the clasp to open it and close it. Okay, so you just pull it up there and it hooks underneath. There you go, like that. Okay, so when you've got it like that, there's no way this is opening up, because this clasp is going to keep it nice and secure. So there we go, pop it open, and then obviously your controller goes in there. Close it up, clasp it like that, and as we can see, look how thin it is. It's just great, so thin. And then if we try and press the thumbsticks or the D-pad, absolutely zero chance of setting this off. So if you, as I said earlier, if you're going to throw this in your bag and you're going to be worried about it pressing and activating and flattening the battery, absolutely no chance with this whatsoever. And as we said, plenty of protection. So yeah, Squeeze that. Your controller's fine in there. Okay, let's do a couple of drops. Yeah, it's going to be fine. Okay, no issues whatsoever with my controller. Not even been touched. And this has been around me for a few times in the bag, and it's hardly been scuffed at all. I mean, there's a couple there, but that was nothing really major happening, and this has been in my bag plenty of times. A couple other things for you as well. You've got this bit here, which you can stick on the lanyard if you want to. If you want to, you may want to hang it around your neck. I don't know, but you've got something for a lanyard if you want it. And then others as well, there's a big gap in there. If I just get my charging cable, you can put that in and you'll see that it starts charging in there. So you don't need to take it out if you want to be charging it, which is a brilliant feature that they've really thought about with this case. In terms of features as well, so we've done like kind of like knock protection as well. It does say water splashes and dust resistant as well. Okay, so dust resistant, yeah, I'd say, but water splashes, yeah, splashes on here. You're not going to be able to stick this in water. I'd say in the rain, fine, but yeah, I'm just worried about the gap there with the port. That would probably be the most worrying part for me, is getting the rain in there. So just be careful. But the main thing for me is going to be the protection and sticking this in your bag and not having to worry about your controller getting damaged at all. Super light, super convenient, super protective. I think, as I keep saying, if you are traveling with your Pro controller out and about, you have to get one of these. This is just one of the best accessories and one of the cheapest accessories you can get that will add the most amount of difference if you're going to be traveling. Okay, so go and have a look at it then. I'll leave links down below of where you can get hold of one of these. As I said, at the moment on the website, it's a little bit cheaper, so go and have a look. This is the Armour case for the Switch Pro controller via TomToc in the Zelda or the Relics gold colour. Go and have a look. Let me know what you think. Okay, go and have a look then, and please do like, please do subscribe, and until the next video. Bye bye.